I'll. Yep. I'll.
Oh,
Oh,
hello everyone.
Oh,
hey, hey.
We are live.
hey.
Oh, are we? Oh,
It
fantastic.
looks like so.
Fantastic.
All right. Well, hi. I'm 7thace.
All right.
I'll be
Well,
racing
hi.
against
I'm
Crabbi
7thace.
and commentating
I'll
the
be
whole
racing
thing.
against
Will
Crabbi
be the
and
wonderful English
commentating the whole
tones
thing.
of Digital
Will
Duck.
be the wonderful
Hello.
English tones of Digital Duck.
We'll go ahead. We're going to close the bid war
We'll go
now.
ahead.
So Panda has
close the
informed
bid
me
war now. So
that Jazz
Panda
and
has
Garum
informed
have
me
won.
that
Congratulations.
Jazz and Garum
Also,
have
that
won.
was an awesome bid war.
Congratulations. Also, that was an awesome bid
Indeed.
war.
Big thanks.
Jazz and Garam.
Big thanks to everybody who donated
Big thanks
and
to everybody who donated
all that
and,
good stuff.
all that good stuff.
So let me give a quick
Let
briefing
me give a
on how this is going to run,
briefing
because this is going to start
on
running
how this
very,
is gonna
very
run,
quickly.
because this is going to start running very, very quickly.
Once Duck says go, we will get 1 minute
Duck says
to
go,
plan out
we'll get
where
1
we're
minute
going to go,
to
because
plan out
we found that it
where we're
improves the
going to
race
go,
quality
because
just
we
to
found that it
have 1
improves the
minute
race
to
quality
breathe
just to have 1 minute to
and 1 minute to
and 1 minute
just
to
figure out what's going on.
just
After that,
figure out what's
Crabbi and
going
I will
on.
immediately take
After
off
that,
into
Crabbi and I will
anywhere in
immediately
this
take
open
off
world
into
environment that
anywhere in this
JSRF
open
is.
world environment that
We'll
JSRF
attempt to
is.
score a whole bunch of goals,
We'll attempt to score
which
a whole
are
bunch of
either
goals,
graffiti souls, which will
are
be the
either
majority of them,
graffiti souls,
graffiti
which will be the
levels worth
majority of
extra
them,
points, or
graffiti
character
levels
unlocks.
worth extra points, or
We have
character
a scoring
unlocks.
system here for Jet Set Radio
We
Future,
have
and
a
that's to
scoring
help balance
system here
out
for
some of the
Jet Set
longer
Radio Future, and
versus
that's to help
shorter
balance
parts
out
of
some
this
of the longer
game.
versus
So all
shorter
graffiti soul
parts of
squares
this
and
game.
character unlocks
So all
are worth
graffiti
a single
soul
point.
squares and character unlocks
A graffiti
are worth a
square
single point.
is worth 3 points, so those
graffiti
are
square
some
is
very,
worth 3
very
points, so those are
important
some
squares
very,
to pick up
very, important
when
squares
we're
to
looking
pick up,
for the most
when
points.
we're looking for
And
the
a
most
bingo,
points.
since this is a lockout,
And
we're
a
not
bingo,
guaranteed
since
we
this
will
is a
actually be
lockout,
playing
we're
against
not
each other,
guaranteed we will actually be
trying to
playing
block
against
each other and all this
other.
stuff. So any
Trying to block
bingos
each other and all
will
this
be
stuff.
worth
So
3
any
additional
bingos
points.
will be
So
worth
that's going
3
to create
additional
a
points.
whole bunch of
So that's going
really
to
interesting
create a whole bunch
scenarios.
of really interesting scenarios.
Once it comes around, I see that I had some echo fix, so I got that taken care of. So, with that, are we good to go?
I think we are good
All
to
good
go.
here, yeah.
Alrighty, we will start in the character select screen, and once Duck says go, we'll change up the audio a little bit, and then we will do our 1 minute of planning, and we'll be able to see the board. I'm gonna just pre-hover Garum, so I don't have any kind of issues.
All right, good luck, you both.
Alright, thank you very much.
All right, good luck, both of you.
Do I have the board open?
luck.
Hold on a sec.
Yeah, that's a good point. Check that you make sure you've got everything open.
Yep, I kind of need one of those. Kind of need a bingo board. Did I close out a tab? Must have. I'm in here twice. One of my tabs has this, and I can't find it. Fantastic. I've got it. So, Duck, I'm ready whenever you are.
All right, in that case, get ready to reveal in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, Mutant Deaf, and good luck and
Go.
fun.
Right, so now they're muted. We can talk about what's going on again briefly. So you'll see on the board there are a few different things. Anything with a number that starts with a number is a graffiti soul. They're things you can find in the world that you can pick up. They're the game's main collectibles. There are 2 types. We call them default souls and tape souls. Default souls exist on the map from the start of the game. You only need to collect them. The square will tell you where it is if you can't remember, because who wants to remember every single number, right? When you get a soul, the number of the soul appears on screen, so you know you've got the right soul. Tape souls are similar, but you have to collect a tape first and unlock a challenge to get them. They're a slightly more involved process, but they're generally the same thing. We also have character unlocks. Throughout the game world, there are some characters that want you to do specific tasks to unlock them. And we've got loads of them on the board today, so look forward to those. And then finally, we've got 3 graffiti squares. They are Hikage, Chiwo, and Sky Dino. Spray 100% graffiti. These squares are worth 3 points. And 3 points are worth more than 1, as you can tell. Basically, because they take so much longer, we give more points for them. In addition, getting a bingo at any point awards an additional 3 points to make sure they're playing against each other. So to start off with, they've both headed into Shibuya, which is interesting. It's the more defensive strategy. I was expecting Crabbi to go for Sky Dino because there's a very easy bottom left, top right bingo on this board. But they're doing defensive strategy, which is going to be interesting. They're both playing against each other. Ace has already unlocked the first bingo. First square. Which is Shibuya on top of bus. Meanwhile, Crabbi's heading over to points, and he's got that as well. There's still stream delay for Crabbi, yes. He seems to be a few seconds behind. Both of them have headed into Hikage, so it looks like they're going to fight for graffiti and Cubby. Crabbi has beaten Ace to Crabbi. They're not going to fight for graffiti at all, they're just going to leave. That's an interesting idea there. So nobody wants to do Hikage graffiti, even though it's worth 3 points, just because it's such a long square to do. I think that was air that Ace just unlocked. But air's not on the board. Shibuya air isn't on the board, so we don't care about it. So they appear to be heading for 2 different Chuo goals at the moment. I think Crabbi is going for graffiti. And Ace is going for a soul route. So he's got Chuo, Cubby. And he's going to go and get right canal as well. Or no, he's not, because he's actually gone past it. So I guess that's a free right canal for Crabbi if he doesn't... What? I'm... Okay, so I have no idea what's going on at the moment. Crabbi has sprayed half of Chuo and then moved on. And Ace has skipped a soul. So if anyone's got any ideas what's happening here, feel free to pitch in. Right. Crabbi is heading over to the dark levels. He's probably going to unlock Jazz because Crabbi's a big Jazz fan. He's going to pick up the 2 99th souls on the way because they're fairly easy to get. It's my job to know everything. I'm not psychic. So it looks like Ace is now covering the Chuo graffiti instead. We'll see Crabbi either head over to Ace now. Not head over to Jazz now, but he's not. He's heading towards the other soul, which is good. That's the correct thing to do in this case. Ace has also decided to spray half of Chuo and leave it for later. So that's going to be an interesting battle when they both come round to actually doing it for real. Crabby's not going for Jazz. He's going into either Highway Zero or Sky Dino. It's Highway Zero. Ace is heading over into the Kagane levels, so he's likely to be heading towards sewers, and perhaps unlocking Reef on the way. Nope, just straight to sewers. So Highway Zero is a good spot here. We've got Soda, and we're about to have a Soda race now. Place your bets in chat. And there's a very easy air unlock once he's done with that. I think Ace has just realised that he can pick up Reef here. So you'll see Reef run around for a bit, and then Ace will go and talk to her a few times, and that's how you unlock her. Hey there. Crabbi now coming up to the end of the race against Soda. He has a time of 57 seconds. That looks like Eyeless Noon is the closest. So congratulations, Eyeless. Oh no, Tackholes. My mistake. So Ace has just unlocked Riff, and he's now going to head towards the sewers to pick up the souls there. Crabby's on his way to unlock Air, which he'll do right now, if he can actually get to it. He's just unlocked it, he's got to get to it to pick it up. And that's the pickup. So Crabby's next move will be to go to Sky Dino. There's 2 easy souls, and Crabby is very proficient at the graffiti route there. Ace is heading into the sewers. He's going to go through to Sky Dino, not Sky Dino, Kibo, to pick up a few souls in there. So the default Kibo soul, 132, is fairly quick. Nope, he's... Okay, this is bottom point. Ace has gone to bottom point. Well, at least Crabby's been predictable today. So Crabby's in Sky Dino for the easy souls and the full graffiti route. Ace is picking up tricks. And then I guess he's going to race Cube. Yeah, the mind games are insane. It's worth pointing out that half of the time when they choose to do something different, it's because they are trying to second guess what the other person is doing and creating and blocking bingos. So if we look along the top row at the moment, there's a potential bingo for Crabbi. But he's deliberately not going for it because he thinks Ace will try and block it. But Ace isn't trying to block it. So you've got this constant interplay of guessing and second guessing what the other person's doing. And it makes it completely maddening to actually follow. Ace is halfway through unlocking cube here. You've still got time to place your bets on this race. So as you can see, Crabbi is deliberately not collecting the souls, because that would reveal that he's in Sky Dino. He's doing the graffiti route first. As soon as that's done, he's going to collect the souls on the way out. So it's going to be a massive surprise to Ace. He probably doesn't realise he's in Sky Dino. Ace has just unlocked cube. Ace definitely thinks that Crabbi is in Hokage. They are... trying to second guess each other. So Crabbi has just finished Sky Dino Graffiti. Which means Ace now knows that Crabbi is in Sky Dino. And he's going to change his strat to accommodate for it. Looks like it. He's picking up the tape. So by the looks of it, Ace's strategy for this set is to unlock tricks and points, special rather. He will collect the trick soul, but he won't collect the point soul because it takes a very, very long time to collect the special soul in this. So he probably won't actually do 100 meter room. He'll just have the soul unlocked, ready to challenge Crabbi when he needs to. It's brown room. No, it's 100 meter room. Crabbi still has one more soul to collect in Sky Dino. Ace is trying to do an interesting trick here. If you do a hand plant and a boost from the pipe, you can get onto this middle section, which you can then use to get up a little bit higher, or not, as the case is in this case, to try and skip part of the level. Ace has surrendered. He's decided it's too hard to go and get tricks today. So he's going for the FRZ. The Clip Soul is the only one there, I think. So it should be a very quick detour and then back to sewers. Crabbi is on his way back. Will this be the moment that he finally unlocks Jazz? So Ace back to sewers. He's probably going to have another attempt at the upper soul again. He's not going to. He's going to go to the light levels. So back to Hokage, Chuo, and Dogen. Crabbi is still not unlocking Jazz. So they're both heading towards Dogen and possibly Chuo. They may be racing to finish the graffiti they've already sprayed in Chuo, which would be interesting. Crabbi's going for Dogen first, which is, I guess it's an easy call. It's a small detour before heading to Shibuya. So now Ace will be trying to block the bingo by going for Hikage graffiti. Will Crabbi try and snipe it? Will Ace try and block? Ace is not going to try and block. Okay. I didn't sign up for this. Ace has just realised that he needs to block in Hikage. Meanwhile, Crabbi is heading to Chuo. I don't understand. So Crabbi's going to finish off the graffiti he already had. Which means Ace's time spent spraying the graffiti is going to be lost here. Which I guess is what... I guess Crabbi was thinking that Ace had already had a head start on Hikage. So very often you'll see characters die. This is sometimes intentional, sometimes not. When you're on the outskirts of a level, sometimes it's easier to just die and have it reset you into an area you can move on. Yes, I just noticed that as well. So both characters have had a chance to pick up the Chuo right canal and have just completely ignored it. In Crabbi's case, it could be, again, trying to hide the fact that he's in Chuo. So he's spraying the graffiti first. So one thing I haven't talked about yet is the graffiti. So both players are rocking some custom graffiti, but Ace in particular has got some special Bingothon sprays. He also has the goldfish, because that's the best graffiti. And we still have the Vahayo. If you remember last year, there was a donation incentive to have a Twitch emote as a graffiti. The Vahayo won, and it's still there. So you get 2 years for the price of one. So both characters are spraying their graffiti routes. They're both likely to collect these squares, and they're worth 3 points each, so this whole part is just a wash. We can go and do something else. No, of course not. Execution is still very important. Ace has changed character, but then remembered he does still need to play as Garen. changing character on that graffiti stop allows you to respawn the cans. But normally you wouldn't change back again. But because of the donation incentive, he has to keep playing as Gara. So Crabbi finished spraying Chuo and still didn't pick up right canal. He's gone to fight Ace at Hikage. Surely he must know that Ace has already spent a lot of time in Hikage. But maybe he's banking on the idea that Ace was actually in Chuo. Was he trying to second guess that? That's the only reason I can think of for Crabbi moving on to Hikage here. So now both players are trying to spray graffiti in Hikage, but Ace has a massive head start, so it's likely he'll finish first. Well, it's interesting that Crabbi has opted to spray the right side first, which is the same place that Ace is now. Ace only needing 2 sprays, but he's out of cans. He needs to pick up 4 cans to spray the remaining tags in this area. Found 3 of them. And there's the 4th. That's Hikage graffiti done for Ace. So now both of them are going to leave Hikage because there's no reason to be there anymore. Maybe one of them will finally get that Chuo canal. Maybe someone will finally unlock Jazz. So Ace is heading into a different area, most likely the Kagane levels for Kibo and Sewers. Crabbi is going for that Chuo Canal Soul at long last. So since Ace has sprayed Hikage graffiti, there are now no bingos possible. Crabbi is up 2 graffitis to 1. So that means Ace needs a larger majority of squares to win, and it doesn't look like he's going to get them. So going to Kibo is absolutely the right choice here for Ace. He needs all of those squares in both Kibo and Sewers. Crabbi has collected the right Canal Soul and he's on his way back. He may be challenging Ace for Kibo Souls here. Crabbi's going to unlock Jazz. So Ace is unlocking Boogie. On the right hand side, you'll see Jazz racing herself. So that there's no way she can lose. Ace has just unlocked Boogie. So Ace needs this tape to be able to unlock both the Kibo special. Oh, just the Kibo special. The other Kibo is a default soul, so he doesn't need to tape for that one. He needs to tape for the Kibo special. He'll need to climb to the very top of the structure, across the power lines, walk through a gate, and then collect the soul that appears as a result. Crabbi is just one. I believe that puts him ahead just on squares alone, even without bringing any graffiti into account, so he's guaranteed a win at this point. Even so, let's see how well it progresses from here, and hope he doesn't get absolutely thrashed. So Kibo's special soul appears in the room down here. Ace is going to drop down, boost over to it and pick it up. And now both players will be attempting to get the special and trick souls and sewers. So we might get to see a race up 100-meter room, which will be interesting. I hope you like wall rides, because you're going to see a lot of them. Crabbi has the advantage, being very early into sewers. Crabbi is trying the strat to skip part of the sewers by using the half pipes, and he's done that successfully. You're going to do it a second time. Find out. Ace is trying to do the same thing, but he's failed it. Crabbi has decided to successfully get to the second level and then throw himself off and try again. And Ace is drowning himself. Ace has given up the skip and is going around the normal way. Crabbi has failed the second level skip again. He's going for the more traditional climb, but failing that as well. This is a perfect example of JSRF in action. We have lots of hard tricks, and when it's necessary to do them, nobody can do them. So it just looks like a bunch of people randomly jumping at walls. I think did Ace just unlock tricks? I think Ace is doing this the vanilla way and unlocking things along the way. Crabbi is into the long tunnel first. This is usually where you would unlock tricks. Essentially, you can skip this to get to the 3rd level, but that's a very difficult skip. And again, we do need to unlock tricks here, and this is a very convenient way to do it. So both of them have unlocked tricks. They need to get all the way to the top of the level to unlock special. So the special in sewers is a 150,000 point combo requirement. And in JSRF that means you find a valuable rail and you do tricks on it. And the only valuable rails in this level are at the very top of the level. Crabbi has just sniped the trick style. And so we have a 100-meter room race for both of them. I hope you like wall rides. We're going to be seeing a lot of them. Ace just fell. So it looks like the special is going to Crabbi. So you sit back and watch the majesty of his thousands and thousands of wall rides hit as we climb up 100 meters of absolute nothingness. Ace is caught up, and now he's doing the same thing. Crabbi's halfway up the wall. And Ace is about 5 or 6 seconds behind him, if we account for the stream delay. So actually, this is still anyone's goal. If Crabbi messes up, Ace can take it from him. Especially here, where messing up the wrong way can cost you a good 20 to 25 seconds. Much like Crabbi just did. But Crabbi's taken the salt. So that's 15 squares for Crabbi, plus his 2 graffitis gives him 19 points. Ace only has 12 points. A clear win for Crabbi. I guess they're going to come back onto the commentary now. Welcome back, Ace.
Hey,
Welcome back, Ace.
I got thrashed.
You got thrashed.
Yeah,
Final
got
score
thrashed.
19-12.
feels
Final
bad. That
score
was a year.
19-12.
That was a year. That was Crabbi played so well. So Crabbi is insanely good at Sky Dino. Because the graffiti there is the standard individual level, and Crabbi's world record holder for that. So he can literally clean that board down faster than me in almost every possible scenario. So he's really good at that. So having that diagonal with center control was really, really good for him. And then, of course, he pulled the Chuo rug out from right under me. I thought he was going to Hikage, and he went to Chuo and beat me. So, well played there. Well played.
Yeah, we were all wondering what exactly was going on throughout the entire race. We had no idea.
So it was a lot of playing around the Sky Dino diagonal. I spent a lot of time early trying to get from place to place instead of trying to get to clear out areas because that had been issues before. So I wanted to get Shibuya and Hikage Cubby, which I think, as you saw, he beat me by under a second to both of them with Shibuya points and Chuokabi.
Yeah,
Oh no, I got the Chuokabi. Or Hikage Cubby, that's what I mean. And so I figured he was going to head off to Sky Dino afterwards, so I needed to block the bingo at some point with the RDH Rith Unlock. So that had to be a priority. I needed sewers at some point, which I failed to do multiple times, which was really a feels good man. And then he pulled the rug out from under me by going to Chuo for graffiti instead of trying to finish up his Hikage graffiti bingo. So that was the real bamboozle. He played well there, for sure. So
yeah, we expected as much. I found it a surprise that nobody actually stuck around in Hikage once they got there. It was
yeah, there are better things to do. Hikage's route takes actual years to complete.
It does, but nobody even made a start, which was surprising to me. I thought someone would at least make a start to keep it in case of a battle later on.
Fair enough.
It was quite amusing watching both of you head to Hikage, try and get one soul, and then head out again as soon as that was done. It's like,
Yep. I'm real sad I missed the jump from here. That kind of broke my back, is when I missed this jump right there. That one. Yeah, oh well. You play in the sewers, you got to do a lot of difficult stuff, and got beat. Well played, Crabbi. Well played.
yeah, the jump Ace was referring to is the one in the sewers from the center column onto the second level. He failed that fairly early on, and then decided to go to FRZ instead.
Yep.
Because there isn't much you can do to recover from that other than start again.
Yep. It is. It was real bad. I missed the hand plant jump to get up there. It was a real mess. If all that goes well, I'm like, maybe that has some chances, but it didn't. So yeah. So alrighty. I think that's it for us. Is there anything else, Duck? Or Bingothon peeps?
Well, I think we're good. Thank you so much. For the run. That was really cool.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Definitely something you'll shout out. Everyone, make sure to give them a follow to the runners. Also, give a follow to Duck for the commentary. It was really good. So do make sure to do that. Thank you so much. After this run, this will follow with the Minish Cap randomizer, The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap randomizer, Blackout Bingo. So some of the Legend of Zelda action, I definitely say yes to that. That's always good. So get hyped for that. And once again, thank you everyone for the achievements we've done so far. We're almost at 1,500 viewers. Dollars. I'm tired. So yeah, we can do it. Thank you everyone, and see you soon.
Thanks
Cheers.
for having us.
Yeah, cheers.
And hello everyone, you're watching Bingothon Summer 2020. I really hope you enjoyed this Jet Set Radio Future run. So yeah, that was a really crazy bid war we had for that one. That was amazing.
Yeah,
Up
that
next,
was absolutely amazing. Thank you guys so much for the support. That was actually crazy how much money we raised for that race.
Indeed, and I'm sure we can go even beyond all that. Let's see how far we can go. And up next, as I was just saying before, right after that, we've got The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap Randomizer Blackout Bingo by Bluesy, Handress01, and Nessman88. So definitely you can get hyped up for that. And for me, that is pretty much the last thing I have to say, because it'll be the end of my shift, and we'll soon be passing it over to our successors. So, Panda, before we do that, is there anything else you'd like to say?
No, I'm satisfied right now. Satisfied, tired. It was so intense, and I'm going to watch some Bingothon right now.
Nice, and with a very enjoyable Minish Cap run. In that case, well, we shall pass it over to our successors, like I like to say, who are Charlie C and Shadow Frost.
Well, we'll be here to entertain everyone in chat and watching for a while. Hello.
Okay. Wait, Charlie, I don't know if we could hear you. In any case, I'll leave it up to you guys now. So thank you for everything, and well, good luck to you guys on your hosting. And everyone, enjoy Bingothon.
So much, Pika. Yeah, once again, we're still in the middle of Bingothon Summer. We're almost at that $1,500, and I'm sure that we'll be able to reach that very, very soon. I'd like to remind everyone of the cool prizes you're seeing on screen right now, those mugs and Xenoblade Chronicles. If you donate a total of $10 during this event, you'll be eligible to win one of those amazing mugs. You can drink your coffee, your tea. I also saw someone drink orange juice out of it earlier. I think it was Floa. You can put in whatever in it. You'll be able to show off the support for Bingothon, because why wouldn't you? Bingothon has been so good so far. I've been really, really having a lot of fun here. Not sure yet if Carly is if she can say something at this point as well. Oh, she is restarting. Okay, then I'll be doing the intermission for now a little bit. Mic issues, tech issues, those always happen during marathons, you know. So I'll just be here to talk a little bit until the next run is starting. So yeah, besides that Bingothon mug, I got sidetracked there a little bit. There's also that Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. You'll be eligible for a download code for that if you donate a total of $20 total during this marathon. So if you've been donating and you're like really close to that, you've donated like $18, make sure to also get in those final few dollars, because you would be going home with Xenoblade Chronicles. Like, it's new. It's just got released. You want that, right? And of course, I also like to remind everyone that every donation, like I keep talking about donations, let's also talk a bit where those donations are going. Like we're all been experiencing this coronavirus going on, and everyone just wants to know that everyone wished that it would be over. Well, one step at a time, we can come closer to overcoming it. And Fred Hutch is definitely one of those organizations that really help with getting us through these times. The experts at Fred Hutch, they use Fred Hutch in combination with the University of Basel in Switzerland they are tracking how the virus is changing as it moves through people and countries, and they use this open source platform for it, nextstrain.org, and there they share all their data. So they're just looking at how the virus is developing itself, and that's very important in figuring out how to get a vaccine, because once we figure out how that virus is currently developed, we can start making a vaccine for it, so we can know how to counteract it. So any donation you make during this marathon will go to that, and hopefully we can get through these troublesome times as soon as we can. Yeah, and I know. Yesterday I was playing this host bingo where I said it was Xenoblade Chronicles is a terrible game, but that's just my opinion. I'm sure people are out there who are like, who can enjoy it. Also, I see that tech is ready. I might have missed a message somewhere. So yeah, thanks everyone once again for watching, for enjoying this marathon, and we'll be heading over to the next run, the Minish Cap Blackout Bingo between Bluesy, Hendris, and Nesma N.